Hello everyone. How are you all doing? We are live in just a few minutes. We're gonna be doing this. Let's go. Hi guys. Is there signs of life? You guys come in. I know we're starting a little bit earlier than usual. Hi guys on YouTube. What is up? I'm gonna need some energy. Okay guys, we got like 1 minute. I think I'm gonna do this giveaway a bit later. Yeah, I wanted to do a giveaway, but we don't have time. We're gonna do it after the first set. How about that? Yeah, we'll do it after the first set. I think that will make a little bit more sense. Okay. Okay. Hello, Hens. Are we there yet? Are we ready yet? Thank you, Mandy.
Hello.
Hi, Hens. How's it going, friend?
Pretty decent. How are you doing, Odds?
Very good. Do you just go quieter?
Did I?
Or maybe I brought my volume down. You far? How does my side of things hear, Hens? Hears him okay?
Pretty decent. Maybe I got more quiet. Let me know.
Nah, maybe you're fine. Maybe my volume was just low. Is everyone excited for the final? Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh, you had? Okay.
Sorry. No, I'm normal.
That's excellent. Oh, perfect. If you're the same as yesterday, I don't think I need to adjust you much. Hopefully, we all hear each other perfect. Amazing. Oh, dude. Is there going to be any wait time when this timer is out, or are we ready to go?
I think we're going to jump in more or less instantly, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is the Grand Finals. This is Invictus against Praxis. Invictus coming into this almost, undefeated, looking very strong, but Praxis had a strong day yesterday. Oh, Marcus and Zaka looked amazing, so it's going to be exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. I look at the roster of these teams and it's like, damn, dude. You have a player that some time ago would have been the best in the world, and then next to him, another player that some time ago would have been the best in the world. They generally are just so stacked. I don't know how much money you need to pay to buy all of this talent and get it in one place. Generally, incredible players, man. Some of them a little bit more up and coming, only the last few years. Some of them have been around forever. And yeah, they're all going to be playing today for our entertainment. How exciting is that?
Yeah, that's really cool. I can't wait for that. And yeah, I think we're going to jump into the games very fast. Maybe I can say what we're going to see. So we are starting off with Wesker. Love that. We had some amazing Wesker games yesterday.
Yes.
The first unknown of the tournament.
Let's go.
Everyone always bans it.
Oh. Looking forward to that.
Demo, Clown, Henry, Vecna, blah, 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 whatever you want to call him, Dracula, and then the other Vecna. So, double Vecna.
This is going to be so good. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god. Oh, and we have D&D Vecna on coal mine. Ormond Lake mine. That's great. Oh, I love that. We've gotten used to some amazing explosive Dracula gameplay as well. But I guess that will be in a few minutes. First, we need to do Wesker. Look how happy Wesker looks in this graphic. Look how happy he looks.
Hell to the yes. He's ready to do some damage with his tentacle. And yeah, I mean, Wesker kind of like one of the bread and butter sets at this point of comp, and always amazing to see. Yeah, I kind of like it. There's a lot of skill, and yeah, people have gotten very good at this.
Yeah, yesterday we had 2 matches that played out very differently. In both, we actually had survivors go down really quickly. One of them decided to spread hooks and try to be all over the place. The other one decided to let the first gens go and secure a second stage. And honestly, it looked really hard for both. It's true that Wesker players have gotten insane, and we had Obi like going for crazy things, but it's also true that the survivors know how to play against it so well.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Absolutely. Wait, Arts, can you do the call streaming thing?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Let's set that up. Yeah, let's get it done.
Thank you, thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That
Praxis
would.
is looking mighty strong. One of the newer teams, by the way. So what happened was Invictus used to be with Zaka, obviously. Zaka split off, and he kind of made Praxis some of the OG players, and they have spent the last few months really practicing, while the old super teams like Elysium and Victus have kind of let it slow down over the winter because there was no big tournament.
Yeah.
And yeah, right now, definitely challenging the order that we have it in. And yeah, Zaka is looking so strong. Like, honestly.
No. Yes, yesterday was insane. If you guys didn't catch it, Zaka was playing Survivor Midwich against Dredge. His internet dropped out with 2 gens left. Basically made the game unwinnable from that point on, or his teammates in the 3v1 could do nothing. And somehow when it was his turn to play killer, when he fixed his internet, he somehow managed to bring it back and get that win. It was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely crazy matches. We have been blessed, honestly, with the things we have seen in this tournament. I don't know what happened this one, but we had so many crazy moments, and yeah, hopefully the finals.
I can't wait to see the highlights, best moments. You also keep all of the VODs, so if anybody enjoys like this kind of level of play and you want to spend 20 hours of your day just watching while you're doing chores, they're gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
In the nicest, crispiest quality. We've honestly, dude, you guys have perfected how to run this. Oh my god, are we starting already? Oh, indeed.
And yeah, we have Pedro going fast against the survivors of Praxis, who have been doing, honestly, a phenomenal job. Like, especially Marcos and Zaka. I mean, to be honest, all 4 of them.
Yeah, no, Marcos definitely, the thing about Marcos is that yesterday, he performed well when his team was in trouble. Like, it didn't always make the difference. It didn't always bring the set home, but he did so well under pressure. We noticed that this Wesker opts not to have any. Very nice, looking up to avoid. Oh, wow.
Okay,
no
this
brutal
is a
strength.
very early hit, but yeah, no brutal strength, as you said, and the Shack Pellet goes down, which is going to buy some crucial distance, and this pathing kind of makes it obvious. There's probably balanced landing in play here.
Yeah, there was. And one thing that we saw there was a flashbang play, a firecracker, but with the egg, the blue egg add-on, Wesker actually kind of just slowly navigated around the doorway. Oh. Look at these egg mind games, basically, in that in-between bound period.
Yeah. And no brutal strength. That means Pedro has some distance to catch up to, and looks like, no, he's still continuing the chase. In a pretty decent spot here, honestly.
The animation skips and visually does not play out, but that was Zaka being slammed against that tree, going down, and possibly the first set of pain dress. Ooh, very easy to reach. First set of pain dress pop eruption is coming through. Massive amount of slowdowns in this build. Basically the 4 best slowdown perks in the game.
Yeah. And that's the fast sock. Looks like the survivors. I mean, they didn't get a gen done for that first down. That's kind of what you want. And yeah, 2 survivors not doing anything. This does not look crazy efficient here.
No, you have pointed out that Praxis is very, and Elysium both were very good in strategical movement and rotations. But I have to say, the gens are all so close to the middle. Eruption's going to be applied to all of them. If an exchange happens, they probably do not have as much powers as they would have liked. Especially with balanced landing, you wonder how did they get into such an early hit?
Oh, wait! Virtual just sneaked through. He's getting the unhook.
Yeah, oh my god.
That is so good for Team Praxis here. The 15 seconds endurance helping body block a little bit. And now it's all on Zaka again.
Oh, the side's not to immediately drop the pallet. His endurance is over now. Any hit will send him down. Ooh, that seems so risky. Oh, that's the Wesker thing, right? You really cannot do anything early. If you commit to one side, he's just going to get you with the 2 bounds. And despite having those 15 seconds, Zaka really didn't seem like he could get anywhere.
Yeah, that shape of the loop really played into the Wesker's favor. He's like, even if you go wide, he's just going to be dashing, and then you're looking at a wall. And you can't really dodge. So not much Zaka could do there. But yeah, Team Praxis using that chance to get some more Gen Purrs in. But yeah, great start so far from Pedro.
We see Marco let go of the gen just in case it's painless, even though we're out of this unit. That's just force of habit right there. You might have noticed that our killer did not want to hook on the same hook. He actually went a little bit further, I think, to maybe keep him even closer to all the gens and be able to deliver that pop and eruption even easier. Now, Hens, why did he not have to worry about sabotaging or any kind of play like that? Is that something that killers have to look out for in a tournament like this?
No, not in this setting. There are some rules, there are some bans. Some things are not competitive enough in such a setting because we want the maximum skill expression out of the game possible. So yeah, that is banned.
Yeah, we have some...
Wesker, like a middle of the road killer, you see exhaustions on the survivors, but you will not see stuff like Deliverance, Decisive Strike, like the really strong perks.
Yeah. One perk that blew my mind yesterday is the one that we see on Claudette just now. Chemical Trap was used against Demogorgon, and it bought a ridiculous amount of distance. That's the kind of perk that we know is strong in theory, but hadn't seen much in practice yet. Oh, this seems to be an exchange. Zaka, last second of the hook, and damn. It must have been tempting to get another pop, but getting a player out of the game is just too important.
True. All right, so, I mean, Team Prax is looking kind of bad right now. 2 people injured, 1 on the floor, and Zaka on his final chase. He needs to get something done here. If he dies instantly, that's really bad.
No! No, I don't think he walked far enough. Now, I believe it is maybe possible to walk through the Wesker once he performs his little power vault, but it is very delicate. I don't think Zaka managed. It's a shame because we were praising him earlier and how on point and how consistent he's been, but that's definitely not the chase you would have liked to have in this situation.
Okay, so we know 1 survivor's out of the game now. One thing to notice here, every single survivor that is remaining is injured. That is a very, very bad spot for the survivors to be in, because it's easy for Pedro to continue that snowball, get the injured survivors down, and then use his regression perks to prevent them from doing any gens efficiently. And yeah, he's definitely going to look for the new chase now.
Yeah, oddly enough, Zaka did drop 3 pallets back to back. I'm not sure they have been broken. I believe also Shaq pallet, despite Shaq being the first place where a chase took place, I don't think it was used either. So survivors, oddly enough, despite being down a member, have some resources. Let's see if that amounts to anything. Maybe the next chase will be a little bit harder for the killer. We see a lot of early pre-dropping.
Yep, wants to play around that pallet, but with the egg add-on, he can slide through and he has more time to hit that. Oh.
Damn, Pedro's really leaving no prisoners here.
Yeah.
I can't really point out what the survivors are doing wrong or if he's just playing this so flawlessly. You pointed out earlier that everyone was injured and we still see everyone red on the HUD. No heals have happened. And we have the full effects of pain, pain rest, pop, and eruption possibly coming into play.
Yeah, this is another chase on an injured survivor. Honestly, Team Praxis needs to watch out that they don't get 4K2'd here. That would be a really bad result for them.
Oh, I think that's just an M1. Oh dear.
Wait, does V1 actually get the gen done? If Pedro goes there right now, I don't think he gets the gen done.
Oh my god, he does not! Yeah, V1 realizes, oh no. What an intuition from Pedro, knowing exactly where to go. Honestly, almost anyone else would have been so happy in that situation, but when you find a good move, look for a better one. That's the philosophy that Pedro followed here. And
actually, that's something that Pedro's really good at. Like, usually if you give him an advantage, he's going to push it all the way and get a crazy result. For example, he did a 4K at 4 gens with only against the Japanese team. And the he always keeps pushing, and like he plays for the maximum advantage, and that really did work out here.
I cannot stress how difficult that is coming from public matches. If you ever play public matches and you play in comp, it's so easy to forget that just killing every survivor sometimes is not good enough. You also want to minimize the amount of escapes, the amount of gens they do primarily. And also, we saw yesterday how the amount of fresh hooks can also be a factor. So having hooked as many unique survivors as possible could sometimes be the tie-breaking factor here. Amazing performance from Invictus. Praxis definitely cannot be too happy about that. Can they possibly match it? 100%. But knowing how attainable the win condition is for the survivors, knowing that all they have to do is hit 4 gens done in any way, shape, or form, that's definitely going to make it very, very hard for our killer in this next round.
You can't really hit, you can't really protect the 3-gen. You just have to go for maximum aggression. You have to get those downs literally back to back, and that's so hard against a team like Invictus.
Yeah, I think that's my least favorite thing about the times we played in tournaments. Hence, having to like win with a win condition, going into a match, knowing that you cannot like just play a good game, you have to play out of your mind. It is so stressful, and I cannot imagine how stressful it is knowing also that there's such a big audience watching.
You know what's funny? Some people really, really like that. Some killers I know in comp, they're like, okay, I can try some cheesy strategy now. I can do this thing that I always wanted to try. And I can just, like, I don't know, maybe they know some park here that they're allowed in the rules that they could change things. But yeah.
So I have a question, Hens, that maybe our audience also is thinking. Can I, as the killer in this next match, switch my build around? If I know that I'm not going to defend gens, can I just run Codophobia, Sloppy Butcher? Can I switch my build?
In theory, you could in this tournament, yes.
Okay, so they submit the builds right before the match is played?
I mean, they have submitted builds, but they can switch the parks in the builds. Like, usually they can't, but we have, like, the crazy things are banned anyway. Like we have like Noah is not allowed. That would be like a very simple one if you have like a simple win condition.
Yeah, of course. Kill one person with Noah.
Yeah, these things are not allowed, but you can do tiny adjustments on the builds.
Okay. Oh, so I actually wasn't aware of that. I thought it was preset ahead of time, which I mean.
This time around, we allow them to do these changes for exactly the reason I just mentioned. So like you can maybe try out something a little bit spicy.
All right. Have we seen a Wesker with rapid brutality yet?
No. You think that's it?
No, I'm joking. It would be so funny if you just M1 and then just walk them down.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Yeah. Best way to win with Wesker is to switch to Blight last second. That has not failed me yet. Now, Hens, I have a question. Is Praxis your favorite team in this, considering they have a chess piece as their logo?
They could checkmate the opponent very easily, I think, if they find the right moves. But I don't know. I think it's close up, I'll be honest. I think that the conflip. So, like, I have some insight. Invictus feels confident because they didn't practice for this. The last time... Yeah, no. They didn't practice, not wrong. Because the last time they practiced hardcore for a tournament, they actually lost.
Oh, no.
And their logical conclusion is that they don't practice anymore. So I don't know why, but that seems to be pretty normal now.
Okay. What?
But Praxis is a team. They wake up, they practice.
Yeah.
They do practice. It's kind of like in the name. So, yeah.
I mean, I have to say, I understand why. Do you remember yesterday? We had a moment that made my jaw drop to the ground. We were in Ormond Lake Mine, and one of our ghouls hit through a railing in a way I had never seen before using the perk I'll Shaken Thunder, I believe. Oh my god, dude. Like, that's the kind of thing that you do not just improvise. Like, that's the kind of scenario that you play out in your mind. Sometimes you practice for things that never happen. Like, how many times have you seen people do that, or have you done that yourself? You practice for like a shot through a gap that then maybe happens once every 30 games. So yeah, a lot of work behind the scenes for these teams for sure.
True. You can find some gimmicky things, especially if you master these maps. That's why practicing, especially on maps that might be a little bit odd, can work out. Right? Because Wesker Red Shop, not the most usual setting.
Okay.
And I kind of like that because it rewards people that practice. And now Bolitar, same build. The very same build.
Exact same build, yes. So once again, for the strongest slowdown perks that trigger upon hook and kicking gens. Then we have the egg, which gives you a bit more mobility between dashes. We can see that right now. As well as the jewel beetle, which makes it easier to toss a survivor and damage them by tossing instead of slamming them, which has some advantages. Now, that being said, these survivors are all absolutely insane. I swear, these survivors, each of them in their own right, are like the best at like or could have been considered the best at one point or another. They are genuinely insane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no easy target to chase here. All are very confident chase. Pedro, arguably the best 1v1 player in the world, which is kind of like the isolation of the chase ability, you could call it. And yeah, chasing him fast is not an easy task at all.
Yeah. You've also explained that Dan is incredibly creative. Oh, so close.
Yeah, Invictus still considered the #1 team, I think, by the majority, especially their survivor roster, incredibly stacked.
I can't quite tell if that quick and quiet threw off our killer, but they're already spending way more time on this pallet than you would like. The round nature of this pallet does make it very difficult.
Dude, Pedro just wins these mind games. And now, this is calculated, by the way. He wants to get hit on that side, because now the Wesker has to recover on the other side and dash after him, which is free distance.
Compared to other killers that have very, very short cooldowns, Wesker has to wait a long time for each of his dashes to reset. He's now in a slightly more friendly place for his power, and oh my god, Pedrito actually wants to take him far away from the gens being done.
Yeah. Yeah, this is completely calculated. You might be, why is he not looping the TL wall? That's because the gen close to that was being done, and he wanted to get the best hook position for his team possible. Because as you see, there are no gens at all around that hook.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it is better to go down and give your teammates a little bit of distance. Obviously, the killer could have swapped targets and tried to kick the gen, but remember, this is not a public match. When you switch to a different survivor, everyone is calling it out, and they're likely to do even better than the one you're chasing. Okay.
White Spitz, known for his 10 MS, is gonna make it so hard for Bullet to get this hit. Dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
how does he do this?
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Like, we have the same map, the same killer, the same build. Why does this look so impossible? By this time now, our previous killer from Invictus was already in such a decent position. But that first down just did not really translate into anything. This slowdown person is going to be too little, too late.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. At this point, you kind of need a miracle. But Pedro is playing it very tactically. He's going to that shack, and he's going to play it now. And if that shack pellet goes down, that's almost over already, to be honest.
I have to admit, though, I do think our killer had slightly worse RNG. That window connecting into this tile over here is really cruel, and some of the fillers really look difficult. It really wouldn't be a bad thing at all if Pedrito was to go down here and we could get him out of the game, but at this point, knowing the win condition is only one more gen on, which just popped, our killer already knows that it's kind of over.
Oh, he doesn't get that hit. No, is he gonna? Yep, he's gonna call it.
Right.
So he's abandoning the match because the win condition has already been reached. Okay, I would also be frustrated, to be honest, if I didn't get that hit.
It's such a shame because had Pedro not won like 5 back-to-back 50-50s, that first down could have happened really quickly. But damn, if you never played as Jake Park, you need to start doing it now. It seems it gives you superpowers. Genuinely insane stuff. Alright, so that will be our first set, or our first pair of matches going for Team Invictus, but there are possibly 6 more like that. Hens, are you gonna do the little code thing? Do you need a minute? I'll do the same. Hens, hello? Hi? Oh, yo. Okay, I think it's on it, guys. I think it's on it. Okay, guys, while we move on to the second set, let's do a quick giveaway, all right? We're giving away, this is only for Twitch, I'm so sorry, YouTube viewers. We're giving away Stranger Things Chapter 2 codes, okay? I'd like you to type the word 11, not the number, but the word 11, like the main character. And I'm gonna pick 5 winners at the speed of light. At the speed of light. Okay, I'm already picking one. Quill in the Stars, yo, that's a regular, congrats. You're getting one. Make sure your DMs are open. Aisunai, congratulations as well. Well done, guys. Next winner, Triple Strike. Hey, thanks so much for lurking. Well, actually, you were typing in the chat. You're not just lurking. The White Reaper 31. You are our 4th winner. Congrats, buddy. And the last winner is 8 Boss 6. 8 Boss 6. Guys, all 5 of you, please open your DMs. I'm sorry, guys. That's all we've got. That's all we've got. open your DMs on Twitch, okay? My modern friend Geminixia is going to send you the code via DMs, and you'll claim it inside the store. You know, store, redeem a code, bam. And then you're gonna get the chapter, which has all the characters and the extra little skins. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the giveaway. I'm so sorry it's only a few codes, but that's courtesy of Hens and Behavior. Thank you so much, guys. Geminixia will be sending it to you via Twitch Whisper in a hot minute. All right.
Watched the killer that was practicing against them earlier, and he was kind of getting destroyed, I'll be honest. So Team Praxis earlier today, they practiced against Xeno, and I watched Xeno's POV, and they did amazingly well. So we're gonna see if they can pull it up. One thing that might not be obvious, I think Team Praxis are a little bit of a specializes in unknown. Oh. So this is one set that Invictus is not very good at, and they usually ban it, and Praxis is a speciality. So I would expect very great performance here coming from Bulletar.
Oh, wonderful. Have you done your giveaway thingy, Hens?
Yes.
Amazing. Well done. Just making sure we're on the same page. Wonderful. Oh, dude. That is rough, man. That is rough. So out of these 7, the first one goes to Team Invictus. But we were just explaining that maybe this next set favors Unknown a bit more. Which means Praxis.
We can see, like, you can see in the icons on the bottom right which team picked which.
Yeah.
So the next 2 killers we're gonna see should favor Praxis more because they have picked him. And yeah, especially Unknown. I love Unknown. I love watching him.
Yeah.
But it can be really rough. One thing though that comes in here that might change the game a little bit. Unknown was very heavy on pallet saving before. Yeah. And the pallet saving got a big nerf. You can't save on the same side anymore because while picking up, the killer can now body block the pallet. And that could have a pretty big effect on the set.
Yeah, basically, if a survivor was good enough with timing before this change, a survivor could basically be on the same side as killer, press the spacebar, and drop the pallet through the killer's body, so to speak, right? Which made it unsafe to be anywhere near a survivor if you're gonna go for a pallet pickup. Whereas now, it seems like going for pallets is a lot less reliable.
All right.
Ooh, I love this.
Actually. Wait a second. Okay, it looks like Praxis changed Unknown players recently.
Oh. So
I am used to seeing Bulletar here.
Yeah, so you were explaining that Bulletar was their specialist, but Zaka might be taking over right now?
Zaka has played so well. He's definitely one of the contenders for the MVP of this tournament. So far, at least. So let's see what he can bring to the table in the finals. And Kexel getting chased on Shaq.
I have to admit, I do not envy an Unknown that has to chase our own Shaq. It is challenging. It is difficult. Oh, but it seems the first hit happens.
You say that, but so zoned, and he's going to take the teleport. Oh, actually, that's kind of unzoned. Yeah. While Kexel's still infected here, he can be shot.
Oh, that was close. That was really close. Unfortunately, the first spell is going to happen, and now the Unknown has to hit them 2 more times with their power, or perhaps switch to a different target.
Oh, I think we just saw a head-on. Pedro using head-on to delay a little bit, and now he has to switch target. But yeah, the weakening is right back.
So basically, this is a killer that survivors want to be staring at with their camera to dispel the effect. And it can be very debilitating sometimes. In places like this, for example, you don't have a clear angle. This Unknown is trying something.
Pedro's so good, though. He just breaks away from the loop, and now he's gonna... yeah. He's almost getting rid of it. Yeah, he will get rid of it completely.
Yeah. Oh my god. We see him try to avoid chase, maybe restarting chase. He's very far away from the action here, though.
Yeah. Oh, this... Wait, actually, do you make it around? This pellet is very big. Yeah, I think it's too big.
Oh, we see... This is something we've seen a lot, by the way. We've seen a lot of survivors die in a window or a pallet and use tenacity to crawl away those extra couple meters and waste that extra 1 or 2 seconds, which, I mean, at this level of play, it can make a difference, right? I am a bit...
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised they haven't done more gens on this, but...
I mean, they did have to spend time on the reset. They spent time on the head-on. So I think there was a lot of support going on. And yeah, that kind of can hurt the gen efficiency a little bit. Especially with Ruins still being up.
Yep.
I think Zaka still has a lot of things going for him. Even though the first down was a little bit slow.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Kexo saw the totem during that chase. And now sits on it. So that will be the first layer of totems. Undying, I think, gone?
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe it's the first.
I think so too. That means Rune is still going to be active, and Spitz is also taking chase.
Wait, no, that was the second. That's maybe why they took a little bit longer. Both totems are now out of the game, and only Paindra's helps with gens at this point, I think.
Oh, I think they want a double save here. So we can see Kaxo running in. I think we also saw Spitz trying to go for the Anok, and now they're trying to coordinate, come in at the same time, and get this rescue without giving another down.
Yeah, so the way a double save works, a survivor begins the action, and while the killer is forced to interrupt them, the other one comes in, which is exactly what Kaxo did here. Now, normally the Unknown has the ability to hit multiple survivors grouped up, but after this they're gonna split up and stare at you, and even if you hit multiple people with your power, it's very difficult to turn that into an actual advantage. Oh man, Kaxo dispelled the power right before being hit again.
Oh, is he gonna be hit? No, he goes wide. Does he make the pallet though? It's already gone.
Yep.
Hold on.
The killer literally chooses a different target.
Oh, Spitz. 20 MS coming in handy again, but that teleport is gonna play him.
Yeah, well done. So...
Dude, honestly, this is looking kind of messy for Team Invictus. So many injuries. Pedro still being weakened.
I'm not gonna lie. Walking in front of a locker after picking up was a little bit scary. I don't know if I would have done that. Zaka is a braver man than I am.
The head-on player was injured and the only one being hooked. So, like, that would be a crazy
Surely, right? Surely.
Pedro trying to sneak in. He's still weakened. He really needs to watch out there. He can be injured instantly.
These survivors are just so good at, like, stepping out of the way precisely to dodge the attack. Look at that.
That's... Oh my god. How he doesn't even get hit there?
Yeah, and he's not happy to stay in the area. He goes down. It's really awkward for the Unknown to aim downwards because of the bounciness of his power.
Yeah.
Barely manages to get that hit and leaves.
Yeah, now he's gonna leave. Yeah, Zaka really needs to watch out that he gets enough hooks on the board because the survivors of Invictus are doing such a great job dodging these paths.
Now, Zaka does have the add-on that allows him to break and vault a little faster after teleporting, although it doesn't really seem to have had to break anything just yet. What a ridiculously precise movement from Pedro there.
Wow, yeah, that's kind of crazy. And stuck on a pallet though, this is not completely safe.
Oh my god.
Dude.
This is where the low ping really helps. Oh? Surprisingly, no one tries to go for a pallet save here.
Yeah, I don't think... I think the teams are kind of like...
Yeah, they've given up
anymore.
Yeah,
they've given up on it. Right, and that hook is right next to the gen. This one is probably going to pop though, right?
Yeah, and Shaq is so far that he probably cannot be contested. So the way it's looking right now, one gen left is on the menu. Unhooking early here frees up this area and the gen can be done, but it also makes it easier for the killer to get rid of Jake, who does not have so much going for him right now.
True. He doesn't, but honestly, this is pretty close to endgame. Like, this, it's risky to tell here. Because if they get the gens done for this chase, then you really do not have much on the scoreboard. But that was not long enough.
Nasty teleport. Oh no. Tenacity, he's making it hard. He's slippery. Oh, does our Unknown know that up there, that gen is being done as he hooks? I feel like him missing that pickup and taking 2 more seconds to pick up might actually make a difference here.
Yeah,
he could have maybe had a free hit after showing up here. That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate.
All right, and now Dan is going to take chase. Can he get out here? If he gets out, this is only 4 stages on the board.
Yep.
And yeah, we already see the body block coming in. If the 4 stages is so little.
Oh, that gets not quite ready though.
No, it's not quite ready. You're completely right.
Oh, okay, so obviously our killer wants the highest value target, right? The person that has 0 hook stages, that's either Dan or Kaxo.
Yeah, this makes such a difference on the result, that gate not being open, and now Dan...
Wait a minute!
Trying to take the down. So you have to remember, there's Head Shack, there's an offering. So Dan can absolutely play for that. But Zaka obviously knows this too, so...
I'm being
he's gonna try
injured.
his best
Being
to
injured.
deny it.
There's...
Wait.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't make the good. No.
No. We notice that Spitz is not crawling, however. He's being healed. And I think he's coming to take the hit around this corner. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this a body block that can realistically happen?
Zaka knows he doesn't want to take it, but the thing is, this is a
power.
big risk.
Oh my god! He gave him a kiss to avoid the UBX blast. Very romantic and impressive.
Kex was being healed right now. No.
They would be really happy to just exchange speeds for Dan here, right? So we're looking for a body block, but our unknown doesn't want just one. He wants them both.
Yeah, Zaka's playing so well. He's kind of denying the body block opportunities. Now they're both running around, but the time is not on the side yet. The timer's running down.
Yeah, 1 minute. Unless someone goes down and he gets extended to possibly 2.
Dude, Team Invictus could lose way more, honestly. They need to be careful, And I think they realize that too.
Oh my god. It really comes down to the killer actually hitting one of these UVX blasts, and the spell happens again. Oh my god.
Okay. It's open now.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
No.
Can Dan get anything done here? Can he get the hatch? Obviously, Zaka knows he's zoning away from the shack. And Bloodlust is gotta be too much, right?
Yep, it seems that way. So Dan would have been happy to either run to shack or the exit that's open, but both of them were too far. And our killer is not stupid. Ultimately, they could have scratched a little bit better of a result, but how do you feel about this performance for the Survivor side?
Thought experiment, if Spitz had wake up, he didn't, right?
No, I don't think so.
Up, which I think is allowed, there would have been out. That would have been 4 stages. And that these little things can make the difference.
It's also even if Nia was the one that had no one left behind, even if Nia was the one that could have healed him faster, a little change or swap could have made all the difference here.
Yeah, absolutely. Such little things can make the difference, and in this case, I mean, I think Zaka can be relatively happy with 7 stages. Yeah. It's like middle of the road, I would think. So like the average, and now it's all on the killer of Team Invictus and the survivor of Team Praxis to see if they can do better.
Well, either way, we went into this game with the warning that sometimes unknown can be feast or famine. And when it's famine, it's quite sad to see. It is a killer that does a lot and gets very little in return sometimes. And we've explained and seen with our own eyes just how well these survivors move and how difficult they make it, right? They move their camera so well, like they step out of the way so precisely, they are so clean on absolutely everything. We saw a head-on play, so this could have been so much more brutal for a killer. They did an amazing job, but it's still a result that can absolutely be matched by the killer of Invictus.
You have to realize in this setting, there are not that many parks allowed. There's not any big reset parks. They're not the strong exhaustion parks.
Yeah.
And that can make it very unforgiving. If the killer has a good start and he maybe doesn't get head on instantly, then you can run away with the lead quite easily.
Yeah, we've seen survivors forced to use perks that would almost never be their first choice. I personally am very intrigued by the choice of Road Life. Road Life is a perk that requires you to hit, I think, 3 skill checks on a gen while you're injured, and then your next heal will be a little bit faster. Kind of as if you will make good, which is interesting. I don't know if this perk has never really given value or if we just missed it because it happens in the background. But I'm keeping an eye out. I want to see why they keep bringing it. It's going to be very interesting.
Gonna be... I mean, Team Praxis, I said it. They are the specialists on this killer.
Yeah,
so I'd expect great things on the survivor side.
Do you have a possible prediction as to who in Team Invictus is going to be playing killer? Is it going to be Nightlight?
Yeah, I think it's Nightlight for this killer.
Well, we talked...
I know they dropped... I think Invictus lost against Team Praxis, actually. Like, a long time ago.
Okay.
And from that point onwards, they were like, this killer is a gamble, and we are always going to ban this. So I'm not sure what happened that this killer was opened in the spec ban. Maybe they like it more now, I'm not sure. But, yeah, usually this is not something that Invictus strives for or wants to play.
It's so funny when you talk about these little trends and preferences. It's almost like you're talking about fashion. You know how some suits go in fashion, and now this season this color is all the rage, but then next year no one wants to wear it anymore. It's so interesting. It's so interesting.
Yeah,
sometimes the game changes, sometimes it's the players.
Yeah, and sometimes it's also just about confidence. If you lose a set pretty big, like once, even just once, sometimes you're like, nah, okay, I'm not gonna play this again for like months because like I just lost my own confidence in it. And these kind of things, they matter a lot because how you feel, and if you feel good about yourself, and if you feel like you're gonna win, that matters so much in these settings.
Do you think that these teams do not practice the sets they're known for just because they know the other team's gonna ban it? So for example, we know Zaka is an absolute demon at Ghostface Hilarious. So do you think they probably don't practice it that much because they know it's gonna get banned by the opponents anyway?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's not much point. Like,
is there would it ever be a play to get Zaka to play Ghostface and hope that he's out of practice?
It's pretty hard. I mean,
it's hard.
Like, for example, there are some examples for this in comp, like Momo. You will never get a blind set ever against anyone.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows this. And yeah, we are in with Unknown. That looks like a... Is that the same build? Pop
let's have a look. Oh, we see slightly different perks on the Survivor side. I like this. So interesting that we have Visionary to see gens.
Oh, okay. Zaka gets weakened, but he can drop the pallet here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Despite despite taking the M1, that's still better for the Survivor because they do get rid of the weekend, which does not reset with an M1.
Yeah.
And they make a bit of a distance, right?
Yeah, and the distance makes the follow-up super hard, as we just seen. Oh! Did Lila go off?
Oh!
He tried to mind game it, but it didn't work.
Oh! I like that. I like that very much. It didn't work out. No! No! Don't hit me with the peekaboo strat. Oh, that's insane.
In the finals? Really? Oh my god, this is what they were talking about. Wait, I've been wondering. Dan has been telling me that this tile is not safe. I was like, no way, you can't be right. I think we just saw for the first time how that plays.
I mean, for all we know, the Unknown sent a text message, you know, to distract the Survivor. Honestly, I didn't even know where his camera should be at that point. That was amazing.
I had a discussion with one of the players, Dan, of Team Invictus. He's like, oftentimes they go practice these pallets and they're like, how do you play this? How do you play this optimally? And yeah, they're convinced this pallet is not safe, and I think we just saw why. You just
wow. Well, we can also see sometimes how, for example, yesterday with the dredge sets, we saw that a pallet that can be outplayed, sometimes it takes so long that it's really not worth it. Right? You might as well just break it. But here, it absolutely worked out. And Nancy got a really nasty goodbye parting shot from the Unknown. Oh, with a follow-up.
This is kind of trouble. This down happened a lot earlier than the last game. And yeah, Team Praxis does seem to be on the back foot a little bit. Do they get this rescue for free, though?
I think so.
That's huge for them.
Wow, not even... Oh, wow, not even an attempt to deal with both of them.
Oh, that was Charlie, no? You can get rid of all of that. All right, smart to hit the ball time there. That way the endurance doesn't play a role here anymore, but he's gonna get rid of it.
It seems that way.
Does he though?
Oh my god! That was the last possible second. Oh, this changes things. This changes things dramatically.
God. Yeah, Nightlight is so precise on these powers. He's one of the most consistent killers in comp and has been for years. He always gets those results.
Yeah, and we also see that he did bring a similar build, but no Undying and Ruin. Instead, we have Pain, Res, along with Pop and Eruption. Oh no, a basement for the one player that is dead on hook.
Yeah, looking kind of rough at this point. Nightlight is very far ahead. There's a gen in the shack, which is high percent. Like, why would he leave here, right? Like, you can regress that gen, deny the unhook. I think Team Praxis really needs to get some gen pros here.
Yeah, the thing that I found surprising is that Bolitar here is popping another gen. When did they have time to do all of this? Very accurate shot. Unfortunately, both Nancy and Robin are going to be staring at our killer. But what he's probably trying to do here is not to necessarily like commit to a chase, but to get enough people injured that after Zaka dies in basement or gets tunnel right after, this looks kind of bad. Oh,
look at this. Look at this.
My god. A body block.
And the weakened, and if he body blocks a little bit here, I think this is going to be a hard rescue to get. Because he can shoot again in 1 second.
Oh my god.
The Kuno is so low.
Oh no. Oh no, that's interrupted.
This is so cooked.
Volatar has given our unknown player Nightlight an early birthday present. Not only does he fail to rescue Zaka, he absolutely eats this very devious body block. Now, our killer understood that he could not block him at the window. You cannot block a survivor at a window, right? But what he could do is weaken him ahead of time and then do this incredibly nasty body block strategy, which can be outplayed in a number of ways, especially with multiple survivors. But when you come last second for the rescue, you risk exactly that happening.
Yeah. Unknown being good at controlling an area like that.
Oh no. He's on top of things.
So good.
Oh.
Damn.
Well, we just explained how it is so difficult to go for pallet rescues. It doesn't even seem like the killers care about it. This time, we're not going basement. Instead, we might choose to go for a pain res or maybe a... Yep, there it is. And we saw how Marcos let go of the generator to avoid the scream from it. It's something that comp players nowadays do. They see the auto of the hook and they let go in the last second, which I've always found really cool.
Yeah, you also have to obviously say Volatar had to try to get the rescue. If he doesn't get the rescue there, then the game is pretty much over already because they will never ever get to the win condition. Sometimes the win conditions, they force you to do things that might look very, very silly.
Yeah.
But you kind of want to play into the one winning play you have, right? Even if it's really unlikely.
Yeah, it seems a bit odd when it backfires or when it fails, but if you try to play it safe, okay, you make it to the end game, you have one less hook or one less gen or one less whatever than the other team, and then you lose. And what's the point? You might as well risk it.
I mean, it's not over yet, obviously, but this is such a big ask here. Volatar has to dodge this.
Oh no. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we're now sitting at 2 fresh hooks and 6 hooks total versus 3 fresh hooks and 7 hooks total. So in other words, unless our 2 girl survivors here manage to finish the gens and open the gates untouched, it's over. So the next hook is immediately a tie and 2 more hooks or a kill, and this is not looking too good.
Yeah. The blizzard is getting bigger and bigger, and yeah, with only 2 survivors alive. They're kind of hoping for a miracle at this point.
It's such a shame because Zaka did such a good job earlier, but damn, to think that that one pallet changed everything. We've also seen that it's quite unfortunate that many of the builds that could have... Oh my god, I'm really noticing the snow that you mentioned. Hens, you want to talk about it again and explain what's happening with the snow?
So every time you switch POV and Spectator on this map, there's more snow added. So yeah, at the end of the game, there's a little bit of a blizzard going on, which I kind of find it funny, to be honest. Like the longer you play, the more snow you get.
Yeah, is this just an effect of climate change? Is it because I don't turn off the faucet while I'm brushing my teeth?
Yep.
Oh no.
To be that way.
Oh no.
Like the generators are accelerating the
absolutely.
climate change.
They're running. They need to be running some. Oh, nasty
Nightlight actually. Nasty mind cam on the loop.
Yeah.
Holy.
I'm very surprised. Nightlight is a very creative player. It is so scared to try to do mind games that can end up with you sitting there while the survivor just makes distance. You know? It's quite scary to play against this caliber of player and try something unusual, but he just makes it work.
Nightlight has been in top tier teams, I think, since like 2020.
Yeah.
And like he has the most tournament wins in the entire game. Yeah, on Killer, honestly, if you talk about all time, he's definitely one of the most consistent ones.
Yeah, no, I think it's even before 2020 at least. If not like officially, I know he used to be in Team Legacy, then he was in Team Agony, then he was, honestly, oh my god, a whole alphabet of it.
Great dodges by Overdose here. I mean,
It's just a
he's
shame
playing for
that.
scraps at this point.
Yeah.
But, wow.
Nightlight celebrating for 1 second before wrapping it up. And I think that's going to be round 2. Also going for Invictus. Am I right? Is it 2 out of 2 so far?
Yeah, it's 2 out of 2. Invictus coming into the finals, obviously, from the winner bracket, having never lost before. And they literally just continue what they've been doing. They are looking very, very dominant.
Oh, man. So seeing that we're playing in a best of 7, does that mean if they win 2 more matches like they've done so far, they would take the whole thing home?
They would. I mean, first to win 4 is going to win. There is one more advantage Invictus has, though. That I might want to explain, because we are doing a double elimination bracket. Invictus never had the advantage of being able to lose. That gives them a little bit of an advantage. They have one Joker set, if they lose 4, that they can replay. So if Team Praxis wants to take this grand final, they will have to get to 4. Then Team Invictus can choose one of those 4 sets to replay it.
Wow, that's perfect. Basically gives them compensation for having been undefeated. So Invictus is as short as 2 good sets away from winning. Meanwhile,
if you want to,
Praxis,
That sounds a little bit unfair, obviously, to you. But if you want to do like a complete double elimination bracket, we would have to replay if Team Praxis wants to win. But that is very hard to schedule because we don't know if we have to be here tomorrow or not. That's unreasonable. To compensate for that we don't do that, and Invictus has the advantage of having a Joker set.
I think everyone understands. Basically, long story short, if you just tuned in, Team Invictus has 1, 1, 1, 1, and make it to the grand finals. Whereas Team Praxis, unfortunately, had to climb out of the loser's bracket by beating a bunch of teams and making it to the finals. So to compensate for that and put them on even field and make this as fair as possible, we have that possible Joker round.
Yep.
And do they have to play bilateral on the side as well?
Yes, obviously.
Okay, amazing.
If they wanna, if they wanna win the Joker set,
have you claimed the new skin yet?
No, I've not.
It's so ugly. I love it, but it's so ugly. He looks like a little grandma with smeared makeup. I love it.
Excuse the average results. I think a bug slid in there. I'm gonna guess that was probably for Blight. I don't know why the average result for demo says 4K1, 4K2, but we've seen Zaka, I think 4K3 the other day. So I don't know. Maybe you can just bring it back.
Okay, dude. I'm so sorry, dude, but I'm starting. My faith is starting to crumble a little bit. I think Invictus is just invincible. Like, how do you beat these guys? Honestly, they're just how. It's so difficult, man. It's so difficult. This you have told me is still a set that favors Praxis a little bit, right? Because
I mean they picked this, so I would assume that they are very confident on the demo.
Come on, man. Come on. Dude, demo is such an interesting watch because you get to see some survivor perks that are not even that insane be so good against them. And we see all of the stuff that we're already used to. Survivor's trying to crouch his shred because he is a bit on the slow side and because he is a bit of a killer without any crazy chase or mobility. We do see more opportunities for body block and teamwork, so it's going to be a very, very exciting game.
Absolutely. I mean, okay, I've said this yesterday, but in the first game that Zaka played, where he completely dominated, what he did is he spent like literally a minute at the start of the game to portal every gen on the side he spawned on and activate those portals, and then he went over. And the survivors, they were waiting on the other side for him to cross, and that massively backfired because he had a full portal set up on the active gens that they had to get rid of first. So we're gonna see. Maybe he's gonna do it again. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, we were talking about that possibility yesterday. Yesterday, we also theorized that because he thought that his opponents expected that, he actually went out to meet them in the middle, and it worked out really well because he found someone right away almost.
True.
So I love that strategy. That strategy to me is the kind of thing that's like, it's so stupid that it actually works, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it's chess. Because like his opponent wanted to counter strategy, but he did the opposite to counter the counter. I'm pretty sure Invictus also watched that, and we're gonna see what they're gonna do with it.
So Invictus is not gonna run out expecting him that expecting him to meet them in the middle, but he knows that they're not going to run out, so he's going to portal up the portals, but then they're going to know that he knows. Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to be paying attention either way. Is Zaka going to be playing first for Team Praxis or Invictus? Do we know yet?
It should be Team Praxis, I think. They should go first.
Okay. So, back in the old times, I think Demogorgon used to be played in Wretched Chop, which we're going to be seeing more of today. But this is Azorob's resting place. If you guys don't remember, this is the one map that has two very defined halves, and it's very symmetrical. Many times it ends with 3 generators on one side, 1 in the middle, 3 generators on the other. Sometimes 4 generators on one side. Rarely, but not impossibly, 5 generators on one single side, right? Let's see what we get this time.
All right, and Rocket is going fast. Actually, it is not.
It seems like the usual 3, 1, 3.
Yep. Okay, what is Rocket going to do here? Is he going to go for the portals? Looks like he only wants to put 1 portal on the side.
2.
And he put 1 on his spawn. We saw that. And now he's kind of trying to watch for the cross.
Okay.
And don't let them get to his side for free.
Oh, wow. Oh, he spots someone. But these are very faint scratch marks. Do you think they made it through? No, they've retreated back. Essentially, yeah, what dominates the start of this game, right, is that corrupt intervention almost always spawns away and on the survivors. So they have to get away.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think the survivors checked if he wants to hard set up the portals or not. And looks like fast chase is being taken. Marco using life. And the palace already been broken. Rocket.
Oh my god. He glided through that rock. It's quite difficult to use your power in rocks like this.
You can't look through that window anymore. It's not that safe, but Marco gets the timing and gets away completely for free.
Yeah, this boss definitely a little bit weaker than it used to be. It now has the opening in the middle. And it doesn't seem like Marco wants to take their chances. I think they're already in the mindset of like, I am going to that corner and buy as much time as I can for my teammates. That definitely was an unfortunate chase. We do see that his teammates are focusing on the gen in the middle. Can it possibly be done?
This is kind of deciding the pacing of the match. Do they get the gen done? It's so close. They do.
What?
Painless doesn't come in time. Obviously, one of the survivors probably wants to save now and stealth on that side if they can get it. But I think he still has 3 gens. Yeah, he does have 3 gens on the side. So
yeah, this is
the gen setup to protect.
Yeah, this is the former 3 corrupted gens. So no one could have done them until a second ago. And what follows after this is typically a back and forth of the killer controlling the middle, not letting anyone get through, right? And making this unhook very, very costly.
All right, we see someone, I think, stealthing on that side. So can Rocket find that? He is a little bit scared of the unhook coming through. So, like, best case for him here is if he finds Zaka, who's stealthing on the side. And he's kind of going towards that, but... No, he's just doing the gen. Wow, we're not stealthing at all.
Is that the same? Is that a gen on the same side? Is he doing one of the 3 gens that our killer has on his half of the map? It seems like this. So yeah, it does. Yeah, it's that furthest gen that he's looking at right now.
He's getting rid of the 3 gens. Sorry about the image quality, guys. My internet is not the best. Sometimes we get a little bit of pixelation.
Yeah.
We'll get fiber soon.
Oh, yeah, congrats on that. I think our killer is going to be very disappointed if he finds this gen nearly done and he's not been able to stop it. Zaka gets out of that hill without trigger imbalanced.
Because now, if he wants to go for the tower out, the gen that Zaka was working on is probably going to get completed.
Ooh. And we see Zaka actually taking the time to remove the portal. The unfortunate reality for the survivors is that when they do rescue their teammate, if someone trades, that will be another pain res and another pop, possibly. So... are they gonna let Marco just die?
Yeah, looks like that is happy to give up that down. Ooh, Manta being too bad today.
What is Marco's being told by his teammate right now? What is he doing? He's joining back at Shaq to finish it sooner, together with V1, while Zaka does the gen in the hill. Now, Hens, why can't the person in the hook use anti-camp to just jump off and save themselves?
That is disabled in such a setting. We don't use anti-camp. And yeah, So one thing that is interesting here, obviously he doesn't get a trade, which means he does not get pop or eruption. So one gen left. Rocket kind of has to have a good chase here. Otherwise, he risks only getting those 3 hook stages.
Yeah, that would be really devastating. It would be a really easy result to match and improve for the Praxis killer.
Oh, smash it!
Huge.
Virtual getting to that jungle gem. This is huge. I mean, it's all in Rocket now. He needs to get this down in a timely manner. There's also adrenaline on the survivor. He's saving. This is a complete trap. And he's actually leaving. This is a great decision by Rocket.
But can he actually stay away from Shaq for more than 10 seconds without losing that gen there? Yeah, sure, Eruption can buy you a bit of time, but everyone's healthy. There is no easy target here.
Oh, so Team Praxis obviously wants to bait this chase on V1 right now. That's their objective, because Adrenaline could absolutely change the outcome of the game, and I think they're going to be able to do that.
It's so funny. They had a gen nearly done, but they took no time at all to find a plan B. And I totally see what you mean here. Either way, if you save, even if he doesn't go for V1, V1 will is guaranteed to be healthy in the endgame with Adrenaline, and no one left behind could mean that possibly they get a rescue. Meaning maybe only 1 kill.
V1, no matter what, V1 is here and he can take a hit relatively soon. Oh, Marcus getting hit on the wrong side though.
Are we gonna see V1 come by? Ooh, funnily enough, no, not in time.
All right, Marcus is happy to take, I guess they're happy to take the 6 status.
The executes are not easy for our killer to lock down in one place. They are split. This is another thing about this map that can be really brutal. Sometimes the killer can have both gates on his side and defend them a little bit through the middle.
Wait, this is savable, Odds.
I think so.
This is pretty close to the gate, and Virtual already opened this gate, and I would expect Zaka to rotate over. If they get this save, I mean, Demo has a fast recovery with the Shred attack, especially with the Blackheart add-on, which makes it even faster. So saving this with only 3 survivors alive might be a little bit difficult, but they might as well try.
So what they definitely want to do is for Ace to bait the hit. Oh my god! Our Demo actually kind of read that situation extremely well. I think he understood who is the no one left behind user. Oh, but with both... He is in time.
The Shred.
Yeah, he definitely makes up for it. Makes up the distance.
They can reset.
Yeah, this is really awkward.
Yeah, this is like, obviously there's a timer going. You might think this is a winning play for the killer because of the timer. It really isn't, because of the survivors. They just have to reset in time.
Yeah. Eventually, if the killer pushes from one side, Ace takes a hit. If the killer keeps switching back and forth, well, they slowly chip away at the health missing. Oh my god. Oh, dear lord. Oh, they've done something. He blocks it. Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh.
Going around the tires. We're running it back. Can they get the body block in time?
They can. Okay.
Does Virtual make it all the way to the other side? Worst case, there's also Marcos to take this down, and we see that. I think we're going to do that. This would mean 1 less fresh hook and 1 less stage for the killer. And yeah, Marcos is going to take the hit. So this is... Oh, Rocket once more.
I don't know.
Rocket.
I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know.
Wait.
Oh, now they start healing again.
How low is that timer? That timer's getting really low.
Oh my god.
Doesn't make it out. This is a nightmare.
Hatch in play. But there's just no way for V1 to get out.
Wait.
Wait. Oh my god.
Oh, no, we can't see the timer because of the scoreboard, but I'm pretty
sure.
It's
so close. It's so close.
There's 9 stages. Oh my god, Team Praxis. They threw it. They threw it away.
No. Praxis, no.
Oh, that hurts, because they actually had a relatively good result with like the 6 stages, but they wanted more and it backfired so hard.
Wait, I have a question. Does V1 count as a fresh hook in here?
Yes.
He does count, even though he technically didn't get hooked.
you would have like, okay, I can explain you the technicalities, but you don't want that. You don't want the survivors to play into the endgame collapse because it leads to bad gameplay.
Of course.
So, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure, because we already had a bit of an unusual situation yesterday, and we want to be on top of things.
For this going forward, bleed outs count as fresh hooks. So this includes this game that we're watching right now.
All right, Rocket has already like cemented himself as such a good movement survivor, but it turns out he's also insane at movement with killer. Did you see how he navigated those body blocks? Oh my god, that was genuinely so impressive. It would have been so easy for, after a relatively rough game, the killer to just give up and just be happy with the bare minimum, but he did not give up. He saw the opportunity to go from 1 kill to 2 to 2 to 3, which is what he ended up getting. And 9 stages to show for it. Oh, his team must be so proud of him and so happy. This should have been a match that favors practice, and yet.
Okay, can I say something real quick? So I asked both teams, do they want to change the rulebooks? Both Praxis and Invictus agreed they want bleed outs to start count as fresh hooks. The rulebook always counts if it's like a situation, because someone asks, why would you change it after someone gets eliminated? Well, rules count. We have a rulebook, you can read it. If teams don't do that, that's their fault. But if we change the rulebook before the match starts and every participant is okay with it, then I think that's totally okay. I mean, we can change the rules. At
the end of the day, the rules are here to serve the audience so that things do not get drawn out. Sometimes in some tournaments, it makes sense for a killer or for a survivor to do something that is the best for the score, but also results in us watching paint dry for 4 minutes, which we don't want, right? And don't forget that there's only so much you can do with rules. The game is not perfect. Sometimes you choose A, you choose B. There's always going to be one thing that's not perfect, but we are generally trying our best.
Sure. I mean, rules get forged in flames and fire. Sometimes things happen, and sometimes you change the rules because of it. That's how I do it. That's how we do it. We always strive to improve in every way possible when we host these tournaments. And if we see possible improvements that make this a better experience for the players, for the viewers, for the casters, for the staff, then we'll probably do it. If we think something is like overall a positive change, then we probably strive to do it, and we want to do it as fast as possible. That's how I do these tournaments, and that's how we do it. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you so much for understanding. We understand that these rules are a little bit dense, a little bit hard, but that's why Hens is so kindly explaining them all to us. Trust me, what I've learned is that almost every rule that exists, even if it seems maybe a bit odd, has been put there because at some point, when it didn't exist, something really stupid happened. We talked earlier how sabotaging is very limited, and Hens will probably be able to tell you that back in the day when sabotaging was allowed, what many teams figured out is that they could have a teammate running to a corner of the map, and then a single survivor with a toolbox would literally make that person unhookable. Now, in a public match, this is not something you can do forever because the maps are random, but this is not a public match. This is a private game with a custom map, right?
I still remember the odds. That was on Thompson House. It was a demo set, and this is like a little bit of a specific thing. If you die in the top right corner, like a bottom left corner of the map, behind the cow tree, the next hook is going to be on the cow tree tile. And that is impossible to reach. And if someone subbles that hook, then you will not reach any other hook. And these kind of things, they happen. And that's how rules are made. Because you just make experiences and you change the rules because of it.
Yeah, and one that we don't talk about a lot, and it's easy to forget because it happens in the background, is offerings. There are some offerings that we enforce using to, for example, spawn less chests and make the basement always in one place or the other. And the reason we do that is so that between matches, the game feels as similar as possible to the previous game, right? Imagine how stupid it would be if one loop becomes so much worse for the killer or so much worse for the survivor because a random chest happens to spawn there, and it completely changes how the loop has to be played, right? So for that reason, there are also some other little things here and there. Perks that include luck, like Dramaturgy, which could spawn a really strong item. They are banned, for example. So if you ever wonder why these things are banned or why these things are enforced, they're typically to streamline the game. The game does not allow you to spawn the same map, to spawn the same amount of pallets, to spawn the same quality of loops. But we try our best so that between matches, it is as similar as possible, and it's skill at the end of the day that determines the outcome. Even if one match, one team gets a bit luckier, at the end of the day, we're doing a best of 7, so they're gonna have plenty of chances to show us what they're made of.
True. Well, I mean, this is a tall ask, though. For Team Praxis, they will have to go out here and, yeah, I mean, get this win count, which is pretty hard. I mean, it kind of sucks for them.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, if he gets a 4K at any point, that's it, right? It's at least a simple one. Like, he doesn't need to get a 4K at 1, 2, 3, 4 gens left. Like, it's just get a 4K. It's just such a difficult one, right?
True. Yeah, I mean, you kind of need a really good start here. I don't know what you want to do as a killer.
Yeah.
Maybe you're gonna... we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I mean, the early game always seems pretty interesting on this map. Does the demo set up? Does he spawn on the side with the good gens? I think these things matters quite a lot, so...
What I'm pretty certain is that if we have a repeat of the last match, then the survivors would not play that risky. In that situation, the survivors open the gate and take the 2-man out if they have to, and that's it. So the survivors are going to be playing in the most conservative way possible. They're not going to take any risks. They're going to do their usual to get to endgame, and even getting one person out would already be a tie, right? So they're not going to do anything risky. It's our killer who has to play in a very aggressive manner. Ruin and Undying seems to me like the choice of someone that actually wants to bother gens. And we have a bit of a 4-gen on the Shack side. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So Zaka probably doesn't want to spend much time on this side because the survivor spawned on his side with an open generator. And yeah, he probably just wants to beeline to that and not let it get too much for us. But with Ruin, it's not going to be much of a problem.
That being said, Ruin, one of the totems, spawned on this side of the map. There's a chance it's already been spotted by our survivors. Oh, they actually took the time to set up Bardic Inspiration. Hence, what is the point of using that perk?
Bardic Inspiration. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they can get progress on generators. I mean, every time you hit a skill check on a generator, you get bonus progress. And it depends on what they rolled, on how strong it is. Yeah, on this set, this could actually be pretty decent.
So interesting.
Looks like Dennis is happy to spot while Spitz is getting rid of the first totem. Pretty strong start from Invictus here.
They seem nicely spread out. The first chase is now occurring, although we expect this pallet to come down relatively quickly, and Pedro is probably going to be safe for a while. Oh, wait. Does not actually commit. So it seems like we're staying on the main building side, even though we've seen it has less generators. Now, I have to admit, these players, obviously they're good in every map, but these maps in particular, they've practiced them so many times. I expect someone like Rocket to know these styles and be able to run them with their eyes blindfolded, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Rocket, being so used to the setting, one of the 1v1 players, very experienced, and he's gonna get that stun. Oh, this is looking mighty bad for Zaka.
In the background, we see at least 2 gens near completion. And remember, the survivors have a very simple win condition. Get 2 people out or more, and that's it. For the killer, if they want to win, they have to kill everyone. Oh, and it seems Ruin is now gone. Oh, that is such a devastating miss into a pallet stun. Ooh, could you illuminate us on why he aimed his camera up right there, Hens? Do you notice that? He actually, because he moved his camera up, I don't know if you were paying attention, but it actually lets him see underneath the rock, and he can see the killer coming earlier.
Yeah.
That is so genius.
True, true. Pedro, obviously, yeah, he's a chase specialist. He's gonna know every angle on every loop. Ran them a million times.
Ooh, that being said, it seems like he's a little bit cornered here. Still, this is looking good for the survivors. 2 gens in the background being done still. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think you can definitely explain what happened there. That was some movement tech for sure, and the bloodlust kicking in.
All right, that's the first talk, but look at the gen progress odds. Dan already almost being done with another gen. It's actually on the main gen. He can interrupt this. Okay. Yeah, not even getting a pain rush.
Do we have any form of 3 gen left? Not really, right? It looks like we are already split beyond repair. No, we technically still have the 3 gen around Shag.
Oh, are we gonna go for... No, he's taking the shred. Just that means less cooldown for him. And maybe he can follow up because he needs a 2-tap right now. He needs to get those downs. Like, he's so far away from his win condition.
I don't see this happening anytime soon. Dan is just so comfortable here.
Yeah.
One of the gens that was part of a 3 gen is now broken, which means now we have 3 gens left after another one goes, and they are 1 in main, 2 by Shag. It is hopeless to try to defend them.
One thing
I think at this stage
kind of interesting here, Zaka used to be the captain of kind of like almost all of these players that play on this. He's the old Eternal, the most successful comp team ever. Zaka was the captain, but they split off, and now he made Praxis. And now he's playing against them, but yeah. 1 gen left, everyone full health.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way. If Zaka manages to make this a win for his team, this will be nothing short of the most incredible comeback we may have ever seen. So fingers crossed for Zaka. His build definitely does not help in endgame in any way whatsoever. It's all going to be him. Oh, and we see a chemical trap in play. That 50% slowdown being cruel.
All right, Predator once again. He's so confident on this walls. So confident. He's delaying it as much as possible, but Zaka actually...
Yeah, we saw him fake.
Well.
Yeah, he faked turning around, knowing fully well that the Subaru was watching him with his third person.
All right, you know it's starting to become the end of the game if a random player runs in a set where adrenaline is allowed. And I think Zaka also knows this. Yeah, the gen is going to be done. Wow. Invictus looking mighty unstoppable right now.
Yeah. Is this their 3rd win back-to-back? Am I keeping count right?
Yeah, that's 3-0 so far.
Yeah, which means, and correct me if I'm wrong, but does that mean that if Praxis wants to take this back, they have to win the next 4 matches, and then on top of that, they have to win a Joker extra round?
Yeah, so then it's 3-0 in the best of 7. 4 wins to win. That's how it is. And yeah, next up. Wow.
Yeah.
Such a great job here.
Well, Praxis, if
well,
only
I've seen crazier things out.
Yeah, no. We've seen that happen. We cannot discount it. We cannot discount it. And obviously fatigue affects players differently. But right now, 3 up for Invictus. They only need 1 to win. So Invictus is to win 1. Praxis needs to win 5. So that's 1 to 5 odds. If we just want to simplify it that way, that's not looking good for Praxis. That's not looking good for Praxis. And it's not like Invictus won this by chance or some crazy luck. They've just been really consistent. Damn.
Damn.
Tell us a little bit of what's coming next, Hens. Because this could be the last, right?
The next set is going to be Clown, and this is on Grim Pantry. And I think, yeah, Praxis will need to get it together here. Otherwise, this is going to be a short one. Invictus looking incredibly strong, though, on both roles. Have to admire how well they're playing this. Like, they're just playing the chase well on Survivor. They're not giving anything for free. Winning those 50s, playing methodical. And on Killer, they just have their number right now. So, yeah, Team Praxis will need to get it together and find their mental again. Because right now they're getting overrun.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about killer preferences and one tricks and specialists. It seems to me like it is a scary thing to play against Team Invictus with Clown on the menu, because Nightlight, I think, is a specialist on Clown. And I think historically, he's really enjoyed playing Nightlight. Nightlight's really enjoyed playing Clown, and he's been stupidly good at it. He's made Clown look really good, even some years back when he wasn't so strong. So...
Actually, I mean, Nightlight doesn't even play Clown. Pedro plays Clown.
Yeah? Is that so? Are we gonna see Pedro play it? Wow, okay.
Yeah, Pedro plays the one killer for Team Invictus. Just because he's the best, like he's generally regarded as the best chase killer in the game. So anything that like depends on winning those 50-50s.
All right. I'm still
playing the loops well. Pedro is the one to go for Invictus. Even though,
I'm still holding out. I'm still holding out. We saw. I mean, Nightlight did really good earlier on Unknown. So I'm hoping he'll come back. But if we see a little bit of all the talent in the team, nothing against that. Do you think Praxis already has someone in mind? Is it going to be Zaka once again?
I don't know who's playing Clown. That's actually, I'm not entirely sure.
Oof. Yeah, I see some people feeling bad for Praxis, but you guys need to realize, like, with the nature of Dead by Daylight, sometimes losing by a bit seems like you're losing by a lot. A small difference results in a big difference in outcome, but there's no shame. Even if they were to lose right now, there's no shame in coming out second spot in the Winter Invitational. Like, you're still leagues above like anything else you can think of. Yeah, let's be polite for everyone and do not count them out of the game. What they need to do is nothing short of heroic, but they could win the next 5 games. They could.
All right, and looks like we are heading in. Zaka's playing Clown, and we have Dragon Script once again. So pretty similar setup to the Clowns we saw yesterday.
Well, finding a survivor is no problem. We have a bit of an odd spawn behind the main building. That does not always happen there. It is a very difficult gen to defend for the killer, no doubt. You typically try to hold on to a 3 gen closer to the middle of the map. Balanced landing there absolutely saves Spitz from an early hit. The confidence there is insane, by the way. Oh my god. What was the plan there?
I think Spitz just wants to go to the main. It's like, in these settings, you don't want to indulge in 50s. That's not their playstyle from comp players. What they want to do is like, how do I take this hit? And is there a chance to get hit? And how do I make it as good as possible? And in this situation, the plan was obviously take the hit and play head-on main. And now Rocket is full health.
Ooh, okay.
Even though we're in a similar situation, that was 23 seconds, and we see a little bit of Gen Pros being bought.
Yeah. That being said, that was a very impressive guess and risky hit that our friend Zaka landed through that pallet. This could have been so much worse if this survivor was still healthy. These windows are very tricky. Oh my god. Oh, unfortunately, Rocket is cleansed of the bad effect. Oh my god.
That. God, Rocket is such a juker. He actually plays the window again.
Oh, dude.
Oh, and these are the last balls.
Oh my god.
Zaka has to do well here.
Yeah. He has to reload. Oh my god.
Wow.
Luckily for Zaka, this could have been so much worse if that stun came through. A pain res with only 1 gen gone, it could be worse. But honestly, well done to Rocket. Such an impressive chase there.
All right, and Dragon Script is going to be applied to this gen. Definitely a park that could change the outcome here, but that's a yellow bottle. I don't think he wanted to throw that.
No, I think the game might have done a little bit of pranking. Unfortunately, sometimes if you switch a bottle and throw too quickly, it's been a bit of a historical thing for Clown. He throws the wrong type of bottle. It is a bit of a silly thing.
All right, Zaka
Unfortunately,
can you get it together here?
I don't know. I think balance landing just triggers, and then this person's gonna be hard to down. They don't. Do they go for the rescue here? They actually do. Never mind. What do you think of this play, Hens?
I mean, yeah, this is a hook trade, which means the other two are free to do gens here, which is valuable time being bought. But Rocket has to have a little bit of a chase here. With that yellow bottle, though, that could definitely help him. Oh, yeah, he makes it all the way
my
around.
god. So the yellow bottle plus the unhook, bonus gave him a 22% haste. That's literally faster than the killer moves. Okay.
Yeah, after that, he made Shaq. This is why Zaka abandoned. This is not looking good. Spitz is back up.
Wait, Spitz got picked up? How? Oh, Zaka really probably should have considered, in retrospect, should have considered picking up Spitz and hooking him for the immediate painters. Would have stopped one of the gens from popping. Oh, this is just so unfortunate. Now he's got nothing to show for that small amount of tunneling, and balance landing allows Spitz to reach main building once again.
Yeah, Spitz on the 50-50s. He doesn't have smash at this. No, he's not gonna win. I was about to say. He doesn't have smash it, but yeah, that's gonna be another hook. 3 gens already completed. Team Invictus kinda looking unstoppable right now.
Oh, it's just so unfortunate that there's no break on this fence to start a chase on Pedro that has any kind of advantage.
Smart play by Pedro, honestly. He understands the RNG of the openings.
Yep.
And that's such a safe spot for him.
Now, we've mentioned that Dragon's Grip perk that makes survivors exposed when they touch gen can be very game-changing, but you've also mentioned that survivors have gotten really good at playing around it. And so far, we've seen little value from it, sadly. It is so unfortunate to see Pedro so close, and yet you can do nothing about it, huh? No doubt every movement from Zaka is being relayed to the team through Spitz on the hook. And at least 2 gens are being done. Like, some survivors are happy with the space.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, there's some time left. The gens are not going to be completed, and Pedros is like... He is like a shark. He's waiting for his moment. The moment Zaka leaves, he's going to get in there and get that unhook.
This is so unfortunate. So with the second hook stage secured, it would be really good to apply some interruption and stabilize the gens a little bit. But honestly, how can you do that? How can you do it? And somehow we have another pallet here. This type of pallet did not used to really exist. Life gets used! Oh my god. Surely a hit is coming, but this really puts Dan in a much better spot, right? Far away from all the gens. Definitely not worth the commitment. Ooh. Wait a minute. Is he trying to catch him in the open? It seems that way. We started chase through the building. Oh, wow. They were actually maybe getting together for a reset. Is this the start of something?
Oh. Alright, he has the speed. Can he outplay this? This pallet is so safe, though.
Oh, it was a good effort, but...
So good.
We're talking about survivors that are so disciplined.
Yeah.
We almost never see them make a blunder.
True. This is not a safe loop, though. Pedro cannot play check spot safe here. Oh, he wins it anyway. Dude, he's so switched on today.
Yeah. Adrenaline kicks in. Oh, Shack Pallet's still fully available, and the full fury of everything available in the pier is also not far from reach.
Good.
Zaka, funnily enough, does not seem to want to commit to Pedro.
Oh, Invictus is looking absolutely unstoppable. Yeah, I don't think you cannot.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a matter of like wanting to. I just don't think you can. He's like, he's gonna get hit, right? There's another full health survivor in that case.
Yeah, I know.
And if you get that hit, like it's gonna be 20 seconds, which means the door's open. There's another full health survivor to take a hit, and you're gonna get nothing.
Yeah, no, so I know. Like the thing that you need to learn about survivors is good is that if there is a chance to body block, it's not a chance. It's guaranteed to happen.
Yeah. These games are a little bit more predictable than your average match because you can see it coming. These survivors, they will do the optimal thing. They will be there to tank hits for each other. And yeah, Zaka obviously knows this and he's trying his hardest. At this point, the only one he can realistically get is Rocket, and that's exactly what he's going for.
Yeah. Okay, that being said, we're looking right now at 2 fresh hooks and 5 total hook stages. Should Rocket be put in the basement or something and just die there? Is that a result that can be matched on the second game?
I mean, it's not impossible. Like, this is not out of the ordinary, but you would have to have a banger start. You need to play it very clean, so... Yeah. Yeah, wow, it's pretty hard. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Practice on the ropes, and this is the moment where they either turn it around or Invictus looks unstoppable.
It's literally now or never again. One even average result for Praxis means this is their 4th loss, and the best of 7 would be Dunzo. Over. Team Invictus would take the crown.
I want to do some giveaways real quick.
Let's do it. Yep, we'll see you in 5 minutes.
All right.
All right. Let's mute ourselves. Okay, guys, what do you think of it so far? I understand why people feel bad for Praxis. It feels like they've played well, but Invictus on the Survivor side has made 0 mistakes. We've seen very small mistakes from Praxis, and then some bigger ones, like in the endgame there against Demo, right? But for the most part, dude, oh my god, Invictus Survivor gameplay has been just nothing short of spotless. In this match, we saw them circle around main building, use balance line to avoid a hit, have a Survivor intervene with Head-On, which, funnily enough, you wouldn't think Head-On is a very competitive, serious perk, but it turns out it's one of the deadliest perks in the game. And then, oh my god, Rocket just... Like, it's so difficult to last against a killer so good. And, oh my god, dude, he played around those windows on that pallet with such clean movement. It was ridiculous. And for that point on, honestly, I think whatever followed was kind of predictable, right? Like, what could possibly be done for Zaka? And yeah, it was a little bit hard to imagine how he could have done any better. Hi, Shido. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome in. I think Zaka's getting tired. Yeah, no doubt some sort of fatigue probably comes in. And even though Zaka, as Hens was saying, has been one of the MVPs of the tournament, you cannot ask for a miracle, man. Especially if on the Survivor side things go wrong, right? It's such a bad feeling as well. Sometimes you do so well on Killer, and then when it's your turn to play Survivor, something goes wrong. One little call-out doesn't happen. Or like the little basement incident that we saw, right? And bam, everything goes wrong. I'm gonna keep going if the tourney ends after this match. Guys, I am going to end the stream when this tournament is over. But I'm working on something. I'll explain why.
Do you think we see a miracle here? I got you.
I was unmuting myself. You know what? Yes, I think we're gonna see a miracle. I don't think we're gonna see a 5 wins in a row miracle. I would not bet money on that. That's looking very difficult for Praxis. But I think this match, they've got it. This match, at least they've got it. It is really, really, really difficult to get a good start on this map. I'm sure they're gonna find a way. That being said, the way that Invictus did it, man, it looked easier than it really was. That beautiful head-on transition, and then Rocket doing what he did in the first chase. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, dude, this Invictus is looking insane, no? I mean, I don't know. Like, they're just looking unstoppable today. Maybe they're alright, you just don't have to practice. Maybe they just don't have to practice, but the pallets are good. They're not that easy.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Guys, if you want to get strong, do not work out. If you want to be the best in DBD, don't play it. Do the Invictus strategy. I've been asked by someone in the chat, who were the top killer picks during the tournament? Is there any killer that we saw so many times? I mean, Dredge we saw like 3 times yesterday.
We have the stats. I don't have them on hand. Who did we see a lot of?
We saw a lot of Dredge, for sure.
Yeah, Dredge was a lot of... we didn't see that many indoors.
Okay.
I don't know. What do we see a lot?
Yeah,
So
definitely
we saw a lot of
Wesker, Demo, and Dredge we've seen many times. Honestly, shout outs to the teams yesterday, Praxis, Umbrella. They made the Dredge games, despite being, you know, samey, despite being same map, same situation, they all had a different flavor. It was alright.
We had Oni a lot in the first week. Like the thing is, we have a system where if a killer gets picked a lot, they don't end up in the next pick and ban. And okay, Pedro with a similar setup, no Dragon Script, going for Sloppy instead.
Ooh.
And I think, yeah, the survivors need to have a banger start here. That's what it comes down to.
Okay, so already this is looking a little bit more difficult for survivors because they do not have the safety of main building. But Balance Landing seems to have come into play, and now they reach Shack, which is also relatively safe. At least until this pallet comes down, right?
Team Captain Zaka taking chase. And yeah, he has these really good filler pallets, but Pedro, I think, is playing with double speed add-ons. So 17%, that could help him outplay these pallets.
Ooh, that was close. Oh, that was ridiculous.
It's still there though, but look at that hit. That was from the good side. Now he has full main building. Can he use it though, or is the clown too fast?
Oh my god, that bottle was so precise. And I mean, Zach has done a good job going to corrupt intervention land, but it seems to me like he does not have unlimited time here. Oh my god.
Dude.
Oh,
Pedro's
dude.
just reading it. He's so switched on today.
Pedro just came around that corner like a car. Oh my god. Yeah,
Right.
we've explained that survivors needed an amazing start, right, for the win condition, and this out of the seems like it's putting them on the back foot.
All right, yeah. First hook coming in, 5 gens. They are 3 splitting the gens, but no gen being that close to completion, and the most completed gen has been found. Oh, this is looking pretty bad for Proxys Yards.
Yeah, just the first chase decides so much, right? If this plays out similar to before, we will have a survivor hitting stage 2, but instead of 1 gen left, there will be maybe 2, maybe 3. And whereas we saw a lot of missed bottles and unnecessary reloads so far, Pedro seems to have been using his surgically. Also happens to rotate at the perfect time to catch the hooker, which is ridiculous. It's almost like he chased the knee out long enough until he figured that the call out had been given, right? That's something that you have to do a little bit sometimes.
Yep, absolutely. The moment the other survivor rotates, you stop that gen efficiency, and yeah, this is clinical clean play. The eruption also getting value.
It seems you were right. Pedro is.
What is that?
No, we saw that. That is definitely Marco looking where he shouldn't be and getting stuck. And the lack of shack pallet here makes this really dangerous. We're putting a yellow bottle at our feet. Quite unusual, but the idea, I think, is to just save time on the next one. He's choosing to go for the 1 gen that he thinks he can keep down. It's not a pain rest, but I mean, the next exchange could be going to the hook that's nearby. Oh no. Hens, what's going on?
I think he is calling Claudette fat.
Oh no. Yeah, one of these 2 players is a little bit thicker than they should be.
Wait, maybe it's the clown though. Who knows?
Whoa, Pedro, what's going on? Okay, we will refrain. Wait, whoa. Okay, that might have been a spectating bug, but it might also be that we hurt their feelings and needed a moment to process.
All right, so they're fully healed. Another gen is being done. Yeah, at this point, they almost have to give nothing up anymore. Bro, he said, I don't think he likes the hook position because he can't really defend this. Someone could come from the window.
Yeah.
And just like yoink the underhook.
Fun part, he could have gone basement, but I mean, he chose not to. It's just, we love DBD being quirky.
Do they know? Do they know? Actually, this makes a massive difference.
No.
Literally, V1 could vault this window and just.
But no, but surely from this point he blocks it, right? Right?
You think?
I don't know. I have a feeling.
Bottle toss. But yeah, the second stage is coming through, and we're closing in on that win condition.
We're closing in. Are we about to witness a fat shaming spot decide the finals of a tournament?
All right, yeah. Is coming through. Wow, this is the moment they have to play clean from now on.
Yeah.
Onwards, because there's already one more fresh hook. So the next hook is the decider.
Oh.
And they still have 3 gens to do. This is gonna be so difficult. It's all on Marco now. He has a good pallet to run. This is actually safe for the 2-back. I mean, he has life here.
There's no way you can play around this without... Oh my god, he's so fast.
Dude,
I stand corrected. This is ridiculous.
Oh, and he's coming in. Is he gonna get
a flashlight? Wait, Pedro guessed it!
Damn.
Oh my god. So does this definitively put Praxis behind?
Yep, that's it. That's gonna be 4-0. Damn. Honestly, I didn't expect this. I thought we're gonna be here a bit longer. We don't get to see the Vecna Henry first set.
Oh so man. Sad. I mean, we can maybe bribe them a little bit. Maybe they'll want to play around. But these people must be so tired. They must have done so many sets over these weekends. Not to mention the practice and everything. We've been blessed to watch so far. Not Invictus. Invictus has been watching Netflix.
I mean, to be honest, like they won. They came out of the winner bracket. They never lost all the way to the finals.
Yep.
They decisively decided the finals.
Yep.
I mean, it's safe to say they were definitely the best team at this time.
Should we nerf them in some way? Could we get maybe Pedro to play with, like, I don't know, one hand tied behind his back?
Maybe we have to.
Next Invitational is going to have some interesting rule changes, specifically for Team Invictus. We're going to make them play on the Switch version of Dead by Daylight. Oh, dude.
Strong swing.
Man.
Hope's coming in. I mean, even though it's 5 stages, that one fresh hook makes all the difference.
Yeah. Look at that. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Keep in mind, this is a Survivor. This is a game that the killer has won. And yet, man.
Damn.
That is GG's, man. That is GG's.
Damn, we were not here for very long today. I thought we're gonna be a bit longer, but yeah, that was like closed out as soon as it gets, I guess.
Don't worry, I will invoice you for the full amount and some extra, and yeah, I'll make you pay for the catering and everything. So don't worry, Hens, that doesn't change our arrangement.
Yep.
Thank you so much for inviting me over. It was an absolute pleasure to be here. And honestly, I'm so happy to see the continuity between the invitationals. I really think you're making something really special. So big hugs to my community.
Me and my staff appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Hens. See ya. All right, guys. That was a little bittersweet. We obviously won the best team to win. And there's no contest. Invictus was by far the strongest team today, but feel a little bad for Praxis. I just cannot put into words how much it's difficult to see how insane Praxis is. Praxis yesterday did incredible. Like, even today they had moments of brilliance. They are such good players, and put them next to literally anybody else and they would probably destroy them, right? But sometimes games feel like this, man. Sometimes being number 2 feels like there's a chasm until number 1. But yeah, that was quite unfortunate. Team Wet Dog number 1. Yeah, well done to them. And well done to the staff and everyone on Hens' side. Guys, do you want me to tell you what I've been working under? What I've been working on? Because I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited to show you. Do tell. This is why I'm gonna end today's stream a little bit earlier. I am super excited to show you guys in a minute. Hold up. I'm working on the DBD Dead by Daylight Balatro collab. I'm making a video about this. And oh, don't mind that. Don't mind that. And it's just explaining a little bit the basic ideas of the collab, okay? And how to unlock all the content. And this has taken me a couple days, I think. We're gonna be playing in this video Balatro and Dead by Daylight at the same time. But here's the hecking catch, okay? Sorry, guys. I just realized you guys don't hear that. 1 second. I'm gonna fix that for you guys. But on Balatro, I also have to win. If you don't know how Balatro works, it's really very simple. Each round, you have a number of chips that you need to achieve. And in order to achieve these chips, you have to play poker hands. So you can play a pair, you can play 3 of a kind, you can play a full house or a straight. The more complex the hand, the more chips you get. And it gets harder and harder to get as many chips as the game requires you to. If you don't get enough chips, you're out. Keep in mind that this number right here, that's your lives. If you run out of this, you'll go back to the start. In between these rounds, you also have shops where So basically, I have to play a game of Balatro on easier difficulty, nothing complicated, and a game of DBD at the same time. And I have to win the game of DBD, and I have to win the game of Balatro. And this shit has been so fucking difficult. It's been so fucking difficult. I'm gonna tell you already, spoilers, I managed to do it. It took me 22 or so attempts. And keep in mind, the queues have been ass. The queues have been so bad. Every time I had to queue, it was like 7 minutes for a game. So I was like going in like after waiting. So yeah, it was really fun. I'm working on this video. I will hopefully have it finished by tomorrow. With all the attempts and stuff. It's gonna be fucking wild, guys. But I'm gonna go work on it because I have, oh man, I have so much to show you guys. It's gonna be so fun. How come you didn't stream it? I don't know. Well, first of all, I don't know how the fuck I would stream it. The way I did it, by the way, the way I did it is I got one of my mods to play the game on their account. Because I could not play on both my DBD account and my Steam Balatro account. I couldn't. It just freaked out. So I played on their account and they streamed it to me and they recorded it locally. And then I recorded, yeah, like the way I recorded it was a mess. I have no fucking clue how I would stream that. So this is YouTube exclusive content. I kind of regret not streaming it because it was so fun and I could have done this for hours and hours and it was really fun. Then again, I'm telling you, we had 7-minute queue matches and it was fucking horrendous. So yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. But yeah, do you play with the unknown Joker skin? I played with the, yeah, exactly. And I also tried to pick the Madness Joker whenever I found it, but it didn't go very well. Oh man, yeah. Let's do it another time on stream. Maybe I'll do something similar, yeah. You could repeat it on stream. If you guys really like it, I can try. I would need to do some fucking magic. And it's fucking hard. You have no idea how many times I failed, dude. Sometimes I would win my DBD games too early. Sometimes I would like make one mistake on the Balatro and lose it halfway when the DBD game was going really well. It was fucking stupid as fuck. Is that Vegas 14? Oh yeah, I'm super old school, guys. I'm super old school. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go work on this video. Good night.